some photos of some evidence of some of these locations. Y'all are probably going to recognize this first location we're at. We're going to go in. I got my camera with me today, and we're going to document some photos of some things. So let me switch y'all around. Let's take a look right in here. It's good to see everybody too. Hello Sharon. Hello Nancy. Good to see you guys. You can see even in the daylight how thick this stuff is when we're in here in the dark. You can see it's real woodsy in here. But hey Keith, good to see you. Oh wow, that tree's even been tore up more. That's new. Check this out, guys. The stick right here, look at this. It's just leaned up next to this tree. We'll get a photograph of that. Let's see here. What in the world? Okay. It's just kind of leaned up. Maybe we have to go sideways on it, yeah. Sorry guys if y'all can't see. Oh, hold on. Somebody's had my phone. They've got it set on video. Okay, hold on. As you can see, it's just leaned up there. So we got a photo of that. So if you look over here, when we go in here, there's another tree just leaned up here. Check this out. It's just leaned up right there. Another one. Or photograph it. There are some definite weird things in here. Look at this. This tree limb is just laying up in the trees. It's stuck right in the fork of the tree. I'll show y'all just a second. Let me get this photo. It's just laid right up in the fork of that tree. Check that out. Yeah, there is, Sharon. There's a lot of leaning sticks in here for sure. But look at this, guys. This is new. The other night when we was down here, this was not tore out like that. Look at that. That tree's definitely it's definitely tore out. Let's see here. There was something I was looking for in here. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. It still feels a little heavy. Not as heavy as it does at night. It's a whole different feeling. You still, you know you're in the woods, but it's not like the dark time. For sure. What I'm not seeing though is those little loops that was out here are gone. You got a tree that's broke here. It's bent over. But those loops are gone. That's pretty amazing. It's kind of funny. wish I could have found those, but it looks like they're gone. A lot of spider webs. There's one right there, just face high. A lot of thorns. See all these thorns? A lot of thorns in here. Those little hoop things or loops, whatever you call them, they're gone. Interesting. Well, that's funny. It's almost like they've been cleaned out. That is really strange. It's almost like they were removed. It almost makes you wonder if they were like a trap or something, because they're not here now. Alright, so this was the first place I wanted to show y'all. I bet y'all are really excited to go to that bridge, aren't you, and to see the footprints. I guess we better head on over there then, since them loops are gone and everything. I think we got enough of the photos here. Huh, really strange. So what I'm going to do is I'll turn you all back around toward me. And we'll go down and take a look at them footprint we found last night, and I'll show you all that bridge, why I know there wasn't anybody on the other side of that bridge. Because a lot of people were saying, are you sure there ain't nobody on the other side? And I'll show you how we know that there wasn't anybody on the other side of the bridge. I can guarantee you there's not. So, I dig my keys out of my pocket. There we go. Get this off right here. Hold on, guys. Let me put you in my holder, and I'll point you all toward the road. I'm trying to get my keys out of my pocket. I got so much equipment on me. I almost need my tactical bag. That's what I need. All right. Let me grab my keys. Everything's on hang on everything. I'll show y'all how we know there wasn't nobody down there. Get us out of here. Fixing to look at some footprint. I know y'all gonna enjoy seeing these footprint. Seeing them in the dark was one thing, but seeing them in the daylight will totally be different. It was enough that made me want to go look today for sure. Because I was like, yep, we gotta go look. See if we can ramp this bridge. Dukes of Hazzard it. Still up quite a bit, guys. It's kind of creepy crossing it right now. Wow, it's still up though. Look at that. Wow. Oh, we gotta climb this hill. That air conditioner feels good today. It's only 78 degrees right now. But it's humid. Looks like it's gonna rain. For sure don't need no more rain. Y'all can see why I gripe about these roads. They about beat you to death. If you got a kidney stone, it'll jar it loose for you, I guarantee you. We're not far from the footprint, so guys, so just right up here. Alright, see what we can find. Yeah, we're gonna be there in just a second, guys. Not much further. We might do a little walking today, a little exercise. Oh, there we go. Stay right here. Man, I tell you what. I wish we get somebody who knew how to take care of our roads. You wouldn't pucker every time you drove down them. Oh, lordy, 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 lordy. That's better. Had to get my old sunglasses on. I forgot my good ones. Logan probably stole my good ones, so now I have to wear my old ones. We're almost there, guys. We'll be out. Now, this down in here is where we was at last night. Last night was where we was at, right down here, guys, right down here. We're all right down here. Yeah, there's one of our county holes right there. There's been a lot of people making some photo or videos about our roads around here. We got like 4-wheel drive getting stuck, like Bigfoot knocking a tire off. They're doing like a bunch of memes. It's pretty funny. You can see these service roads down here. Got trees across them. We got to cut off of them. Pretty nice service roads down here. It's even kind of dark down here in the daytime. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of walking, guys. Which should be fine. Just going to pull over to the side of the road so we can get off all this junk. You got to be careful though, because you don't want to get a flat. Alright, so I'll take you all in here first and see what we can find. Alright, get this on. Let me stick y'all on the stick. I'll have to take my sunglasses off or I won't be able to see you guys. Alright, so right here's where we had the footprint last night. You can see how our roads are just full of stuff. Look at this. Alright. So you can walk down here. Somebody coming, it looks like on an SUV or something. We might be putting somebody on camera. We'll interview them. Act like they're in a hurry. Anyways. Right down in here is where we went last night. Oh, it's a four-wheeler. People checking out the water. Right down here. I'm trying to think. Right here, guys. We walked right past it. Here's where the skid marks were. You can see they're pretty far apart. I'll get a photograph of them real quick if I can. Let me get a photograph. Right here. So there's those. And then come back up over here. This is where we seen the big footprints and stuff in here. See if we can find them again. Well, I'm not seeing them. They should have been right here. Let's walk up here. There they are. This is where they was at right here. Here's the one right here you can see. Right there. It's a good size one there. And then here's the other one. It's right there. I want to take photos of these guys. I want to have you aiming that way just for a second. Now what we got here, guys, if we was to come back down here, we could even go further that we didn't go last night. This right here used to go back here and curve around. I don't know if it still does. It should. Again, it would be if somebody actually wanted to do this, to walk down here. Because there's the tree across the road, remember it? That's the tree across the road that we looked at last night. Go across it. And then if you had a team with you, you can actually come right back here. You can actually go all the way back down here, guys. This trail goes on and on all the way back in there. And you can go. Let's take a look and see what's at the end of the trail. You're getting a good look at how much room these things have to hide in here. As you can see, where we're at, we're really just skimming the top of it. Imagine going this far in the dark, guys, alone. Should I do this on the next Boots on the Ground? Come this far back in here alone? There's a swamp. Right back there, you see the swamp. What do you think, guys? Should I come back down here by myself? It feels heavy in here, but not as heavy normally. You know, there's still that feeling of being watched, but not like the dark. For one thing, I can actually see, and I have a little longer range that I can reach out if I have to, which makes me feel even better. But you can see right here, down here. It's going to run right back into this tree line right here. see. Big old tree line. There's a path that actually goes into that tree line. You can see. You could go down that path even, guys. Through all them trees at night if you really, really wanted to. I don't think I want to do that, not alone. But you can see, you could go down that. You can go right through there if you wanted to. Ain't no way I'd want to go through there. Look at that old dead tree, guys. Yeah, OCST. You can see. There's somebody driving the road. White truck. I got cameras set up in my car anyway. But if you do this, guys, always set cameras up in your car when you leave it. But yeah, you can see you can go right in there. Check that out. You can go all the way through there at nighttime. So what do y'all think of that? And they call this my backyard. You can see how thick this is down here, guys, and this is not even the thickest by far. And there's just acres and acres of this. I mean, so many places down here for something to hide if we're to want to hide. You can see the old swamp in there. Right there. You can see the swamp. Very swampy in here. Let's go down here. Might be a good place to set a deer stand. Right back here. If you had the guts. There's a big print. Look at that, the claws on that print. Look at that. That's huge. Let's lay my knife by it. There's another one here. So I'm gonna point y'all right here real quick. Lay my knife right here. For anybody keeping track by themselves, my knife, I measured it today from the very back to the tip, is 10.5 inches long. Look at these, guys. Look at these. We're gonna look, Michelle, for sure. Okay, I'm definitely gonna get some of these too, with my knife beside it. There's toe print on that one. see what we can find. Y'all didn't think it was this thick, did you? Yeah, Lisa, this big old tree's down too. A lot of down trees, really, if you look. That tree there's pushed over too, that big old tree. Wish Hunter was down here, him and Logan. I'd put them on a four-wheeler and have them drive down here and pick me up. We might come back down here and do the swamp on another video. And I'll show you all the swamp. We might do it on wide open. Maybe I'll bring Logan down here and we can look for pecans too. I know y'all would like that. Boy, it's so thick in here. My chat tried to freeze. Yes, definitely. You're in the woods down in here. Fix my chat. Looks like my chat froze. Okay, we're back now. There we go. People outside of Oklahoma. Yeah, OCST. If this doesn't wake them up, I don't know what would. And this is just the beginning, guys. You can go for miles and miles in this, and it just gets thicker. I mean, way thicker. Y'all see the water line on these trees, how high up that is? That's how deep the water was down here in the flood. About 15, 20 foot. Car. My camera's gonna be busy today. There was something loud behind us. Sound like a tree break. I don't know if y'all heard that. Got a red Jeep coming by too. Looks like we better get up to our vehicle. Many people that we got following me. Let's show y'all. We're gonna go look at the bridge. Everybody's wanting to know if the candle's still there. So we'll go see if it's still there. Alright. Here comes the blue truck back there. That's why I know there wasn't nobody down here, because you can't drive through right here. Always make sure to get the vehicles on camera. Here comes the red Jeep here. We'll get him on camera too, just in case something were to happen to my car or something. But it is thick in here, as y'all can see. Very thick. All right, let's move up to the bridge. Look at the size of these trees. These trees are like huge. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? I love trees. Lisa leaving. Bye, Lisa. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, OCST, they are old. OCST, we could camp right here. Good spot, huh? Or we could go all the way back to that tree line and camp. Look at all the firewood we got in here. I bet CRJ would love it right here. Get her a little fire, or she can make her some s'mores at night down here. I heard something. CRJ said no. Come on, CRJ. It's just the great outdoors. Everybody loves the great outdoors. Everybody does. We're going to drive on up here and I'll show you all the bridge. All right. I'm going to take a look at the bridge and see what we can figure out. Point y'all toward me real quick. All right, let's get in here. All right, here we go. Oh, I guess y'all probably want to see. I don't know why I did that. Maybe if it'll turn around. There we go. Drive on up here. All right, guys, we'll just get out and look right here. I'm going to leave this running so I don't have to start and unstop it. We're going to show you something else that I want you to see. All right. Here's the bridge that something was banging on. Here goes Mr. Fly Along. I love those things. It tastes just like a ribeye steak. Got some gar playing in here, but right here's where we're getting all the banging. This is the creek that we're looking at night. Now, I could potentially walk down to the water's edge right there and come down that trail, but don't think I would want to. The Candle was down here on the other end. You can see both sides of this bridge is just swamp. And where we was just at was back over there, back in behind this. So all this is pretty active. Here goes Mr. That's a blue herring there. Thought it was a sandhill crane, but that was a blue herring. Come on down here. Dear duck. Duck, duck, goose. That's all we're missing now is a goose. Goose. And the Candle is still there. It's so swampy stuff. You can see it's just all this so swampy stuff. Nasty swamp. It's so nasty down here. You come right over. Well, we got some more stuff now, guys, since last night. Look at this. There's the Candle. It's still here. There's the Candle. Yeah, OCST, especially when I show y'all what I'm fixing to show you, what people don't understand. And there's something new on this side now. There's a candle and a lighter. That's new since we left. So, really weird. A lot of swamp. Now, a lot of you asked me, could somebody be coming from the other way, which is that way, and coming up on you? Well, we're going to drive down there, and I'm going to show you why there ain't nobody coming up that way. I want to show you. Because all the naysayers, they always want to think somebody can come in down here. And I just don't think y'all really understand the kind of backcountry that we live in. Me and Logan and Hunter. Something big swirling down here. But after we get done with this little video, guys, I'm going to stop here and try to catch me a gar. Logan, I think Mom's going to bring him down here and he's going to meet me and fish. Alright, guys, so the reason it makes me laugh when people say, are you sure somebody didn't come up from the other way? And I'm like, yeah, I'm positive. This is why I'm so positive. Let me show you. So if somebody was to come up from this way to mess with me, this is what they would have to come through. Ooh. Big old hole right there we don't want to hit. We don't want to hit. Now look. I'm going to get out and show y'all. This is how I know that nobody else came from this way. Because there's no way. You see the swamp right here beside me. It's all the way out through them woods. Here's the road, guys. Swamp. Both sides of the road. This is how I know nobody came down that road, guys. It's underwater. See that? Nobody came down this road. See Mr. Butterfly? There's some fish in here. But here the crows. There's a lot of crows over there. But as you can see, nobody came down that road. Ain't no way. Because straight ahead, all the way down that road, that's the lake. That's how far the lake's out. So no, nobody else came down here last night. We would have known. They would have had to came up the same way we did. You can see, there's no way anybody came in here. There's no prints here, Jess. This is hard rock. It's all hard road. These roads are old coal roads. And then over here is just swamp. And my chat stopped too. Yeah, if they had a boat. Something in the water there. Yeah. There's no way, guys. No way. So I hope that answers a lot of y'all's questions on what it looks like down here in the daylight, how far we could actually go, and you can just see how dense the woods is here. I mean, this is Boggy Creek if you ever look for Boggy Creek, right? I mean, no, there's no way anybody came up behind me last night. They could never make it through here. No way. So guys, I wanted to show you this. I wanted to get some photographs. I'll probably take a few photos here. Crazy looking. There's a big tree down there across the road. But I wanted y'all to kind of see what the area looks like that I'm in. Now that you've seen it in the daylight, when I end the video, let me know in the comments. What do you think about my area down here, guys? What do you think? Definitely swampy bottoms, huh? All right, guys, thanks for joining me. This is my secondary page. If you haven't subscribed here, I'd welcome you to subscribe. It'll be a lot more content on this page, probably daytime content, getting evidence content. That's what I'm going to use this page for. And we drop stories here. Thank you for being here, guys. As always, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. We'll see you on the next one.